Okay, welcome once more to our podcast.
This is KCM.
What's that?
It just sounds like NPR. Like
Got improv.
It's
Got improv.
KCM in the morning.
no, you're not talking right for it. You gotta have a smooth.
I think you
voice.
correcting him about not talking right would be not talking right, Max.
Welcome back to KCM.
Okay.
We got
So
Corbin
maybe we should
Pontius
work on-
here.
We should come up with a jingle.
Today on KCM.
KCM.
No, not for the first one.
Today,
Kevin Corey,
hold on,
Max.
hold on. Today on
Kevin Corey, Max.
Today on
KCM.
KCM.
Electronic
We need like
technology.
all of our own microphones.
Today on KCM we have Professor Corbin Pontius,
No,
And
I am
local-
KCM.
local
You're the guest.
and local hobo and crack whore, Kevin Wolfslinger. Thanks for joining the show.
Dirty Mike.
First-
That's Kevin Walschlager.
Okay.
MD.
Okay. Now first question for Corbin Pontius. George Bush, great president?
First question for Corbin Pontius. Can you make your voice as gay as Max Thompson's?
First question.
No.
Oh.
First question for Corbin Pontius. George Bush, great president or the greatest president?
Rebuttal.
Go.
Second
Okay.
question.
No.
Gay marriage.
No, let me let me talk. Let me talk about George Bush first.
Second question. No, third. Corey, you're out of...
We don't have any more issues.
I just thought you needed to know that.
That's-
In case
that's-
you wanted orange juice.
I didn't-
You're out of orange juice.
I didn't. You mean that's been in there for a week? I haven't drank it. Anyway, so here's a fact for you: George Bush in his first term was the world's most loved president.
I got it.
In
No.
his second
Whoa,
term,
George
Pause.
Bush? George W. Bush.
George
Pause.
W. Bush.
Pause. We're going to commercial. I get it because with an HDMI you're sending out a video signal, and a flash drive you're sending out I don't know what kind of signal it is, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you need a
But if
you
you
need
could-
a video card.
But if you could make a
For all you listeners who don't understand what's happening right now,
a flash drive
prior to this, Max had this idea to combine flash drive.
Let's just keep talking.
Video
Let's
memory.
what-
If you could
what did
just-
have to-
because the flash drive's been around for a while now. You would think that somewhere in the future they would
Something will
create
replace it.
a higher
Standard.
speed and higher definition kind of, you know.
Flash.
Higher
Yeah,
standard.
flash drive.
They have USB 3.0 coming out. It's way faster.
Mm-hmm.
The definition
Is
that's not by USB.
Is it this? Yeah.
Definition could be anything and it'd work with USB.
Anyway,
That's
how big is a video card?
about yay big.
How small could you make it?
Well, some are in a motherboard. Those might be like this big, but
But how small
those
could
those
I?
probably most of
make
those
it?
probably couldn't do
So
an HDMI.
what did the USB? What did their plugs look like?
USBs?
They look like the same USBs. The
What?
3.0
No.
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, they look the same.
Oh.
They plug in the same.
So how are they faster then?
I don't know. They got the different different way of doing the electronic signals or something.
And what
Frequency,
is the
wavelength.
deal with phone cords?
No.
Why are we still dealing with phone cords the way they are with the stupid plastic freaking
this?
things?
What do you mean, like this?
No,
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 he's
just
talking
a normal
about
phone.
Like internet
no
cords, like
internet
Ethernet.
cords.
Because those are way faster.
Yeah, they.
Then what?
Those are,
They have a
like,
faster
wireless.
connection.
Those are way faster.
You know how fast my internet is?
Yeah, but
That
those
fast.
cords look retarded.
Yeah, they're retarded, but they get the
They're
job
like
done.
10 times faster.
And everyone hasn't upgraded to Wi-Fi yet.
That's true.
You know, it's mainly
You
just the
think
masses
they would make
not
like a
upgrading.
more solid? You know what?
You need a wireless card for every computer as well.
Yeah,
A lot of computers don't have that.
You know what's really stupid though?
I'd like to support Corey Pontius.
The monitor ones, the ones you have to screw in.
VGA cables.
Yeah. Why are they so big? Why can't we make them smaller,
Because
people?
Those are big
they
cords,
put
man.
through a lot of information. What? What does that mean?
You
Max
couldn't-
is making a disgusting
you
face
couldn't-
right now.
You couldn't run it.
Narrating with the listeners.
No, you never narrate on radio.
We are the listeners.
You don't know that.
You couldn't do the same thing USB to USB.
What are you talking about?
What are you saying?
Like a USB from a laptop to the USB inlet on a monitor.
You know, I've never tried that, but I think you can.
So
But on a monitor, there's no USB.
yeah, but what if there was? What if there was? a
You
USB
can't
on
just.
a
That's not just a what if.
Yeah, but you could do it. You could make it essentially.
No.
Why not?
Because what would that go to? Would that go to like the monitor screen?
Okay, so why
The
can't
USB plug?
okay, so
doesn't carry
something like an
video.
HDMI. Well, that's a good point. A lot of people do use HDMI's on monitors, but
That's
they
actually
really
slower than.
yeah, but those monitor cables are retarded.
Why are you calling up on the monitor cables?
What would you call?
So
it? That's fair.
No,
That's
I'm
fair.
not saying that the title itself is the problem, but Max seems to be very hurt.
No, it's okay.
By the
I'm
cables.
I'm just
No.
I'm just trying to help him through this. Any other questions?
George Bush, great president.
Back
greatest
on the
president.
George subject.
You know, first,
You're saying a lot, sir.
sorry about that. First 4 years, not bad. Second 4 really went downhill, and he just didn't pick it up.
Way downhill,
Economy,
way
Not
fast.
his fault, but that didn't help by any means.
The greatest aspect, though, definitely of the Bush Jr. administration was his speeches. Without a doubt, he had
Mission
some of the
accomplished.
he had, he had some of the greatest speeches.
So we're gonna be making a movie.
Yes, this is the documentation
No,
of
no.
prior
This
to
is
the film.
behind the scenes, kind of.
This is the commentary
Saving
for the
Private
film.
Ryan.
This
What
is,
what this movie is about is a futuristic world in which they are trying to convert.
I think we need to take it down a notch.
They are trying to convert all these old style cables that have been around for about 20 years, monitor cables, HDMI cables, USB, and they're trying to make a super cable that can do everything.
You know what I call that?
So you
The
need, like,
worst
30
movie
super
idea
cables.
ever
What?
made.
Wait, why would you need 30 super cables?
Because one needs to go from the motherboard to the monitor, one needs to go motherboard to hard drive, one needs to go power supply to hard drive, power
No,
supply
no,
to
no, no.
optical
Max
drive,
disproved. Boom.
power supply to motherboard, power supply to video card.
Suck on that super
You need
cable.
like 30 different cables.
No, not inside the computer.
Okay.
External.
What about to your speakers, to the monitor, to the mouse, to the keyboard?
It could do all of them. We're creating a
But
super
what if you want
cable.
surround
With one
sound?
cable?
It could. It
How
could,
many outlets does this one cable have?
No, it's one cable.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
It's got
How
the
would you
same
connect
thing.
all of that?
What if you want surround sound around the room?
Then you just use speaker cables.
But that would defeat the purpose
Then
of a
that's
super
more-
cable.
That's more than
No,
one
no.
cable.
Then
What-
two
what-
cables would be in existence.
What we're doing is we're creating a cable
Yeah.
that has the potential to do things.
The potential doesn't mean it'll ever amount to it.
Okay, Kevin.
That
I
doesn't
just,
make
I don't
any
understand.
sense.
It's,
Like, how can it go to the monitor and the mouse?
yeah.
No,
That's my
not
problem with it.
One cable, just a.
Unless it
cable.
like splits into like four there. Then it could work.
Splices?
Yeah, it splices.
You would have multiple of this one cable.
That's gay.
That's terrible.
No, what?
Then it would be like big. Then it would be way bigger than a serial cable. It would be a big.
You're not
cable.
getting it.
No, I think we get it.
You're not getting it.
No, I'd have to keep buying like 8.
No.
I'd have to buy 8 of these cords.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You would
So I
have-
would only need one of this cord.
Okay, you would have your power cable
My
to
power
your
cable.
computer, right?
But not the super cable.
Just the normal. If you wanted surround sound, you would use
I caught that.
speaker. But if you wanted to hook your computer
Yes.
up to the TV to project something,
Okay.
you could do it with this cable. If you wanted to hook it up to a monitor,
That'd be the same.
you
exact
could
cable.
do it with the exact same cable.
So
You can already do that.
Yeah.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
Please
sorry.
finish, Max.
You can hook same cable to hook up to the DVD player.
Whoa. The DVD player is going directly to the computer without a monitor or the TV screen.
What would that do?
Why would I want to take it to the DVD player?
This cable you speak of, like the end would be this big. And most of it would be unused.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, if we were that
It would
dumb.
need like a USB, a video,
We're not just taking all the cables we have and making one. We're designing a new layout of this cable.
You're
But it would
designing
be
a
the-
universal cable.
it would be the
Right?
minimum of the biggest one, which is like this big.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but we're talking 20 years in the future, so we can do more stuff then.
Copper's as thin as it's
But you
getting.
can't depend on the future.
Make it safe.
Make it safe.
I mean, like-
Making the copper and cords is no longer
we can
safe.
secure it,
No, I
guys.
mean,
The
like,
copper and
Copper
cords
poisoning.
might blow up.
I mean, like, it not just snapping as soon as you touch it.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Okay, so that's totally shot down. Give me your next example of technology that you'd like.
Give us your next movie idea for the worst movie ever made. So that's what I call the last one.
That was a movie idea.
That was a movie. That's how it started.
I'm just saying, you could potentially make a cord that would get rid of the other cords.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
A cord
You got
that
different
function-
watts, different frequencies going through everything.
A lot of wavelengths too. Gotta calculate.
No! It's electricity.
I know.
Why'd you give me this orange juice?
What am I supposed to do with it?
Max, do you still want that floppy disk or should I just put it away? Okay, just playing with it.
So
You
are we
could
making
create-
a movie or not?
you
'Cause
could
I
create-
still,
want
I still
to.
want to watch Super.
You're the what are you?
Apparently it's a max of nothing.
Playwright. You're a
I'm
playwright.
a playwright.
You
Yeah,
gotta,
I'm a playwright.
You could
now
create.
you're a
I'm a
movie
playwright.
right.
I'm just saying. There's in this movie in 20 years, they're
Let's go
trying
to
to
bed on
make
my
a
mom's
cord
birthday.
that could function as an HDMI
Now let's go
a
back to the
USB
movie aspect of
and a
this.
monitor.
What? Why would I sit there
That's
for
stupid.
2.5 hours watching a bunch of scientists try and put the cables together?
Yeah, that.
That's,
No one's-
They're not
that's a
putting the
shit.
cables together. They're creating a new cable.
No,
Still
Max,
sounds like
this
a
just
shit
wouldn't
movie.
work at all. They got different
Who-
wattage.
People won't go see that.
So for the rest,
How would
of,
we market
So
that?
Corbin, for the
Who
rest
would we
of
market that
existence,
to?
they're going to be the same cables that we have today.
No,
No,
because
we got new cable. New cables are coming out right now.
Yeah.
and soon this
They
will all be
do,
irrelevant.
but
And all be
like-
replaced.
New cables aren't coming out that can be USB.
Well, not now.
and
We're talking
VGA.
20 years. You're still
No,
thinking current
that
day.
That just can't happen.
Yeah, Max predicts the future, Corey.
That
Okay,
just can't
you're
happen.
overestimating
I'm
that.
not predicting the future.
No, I'm just giving you what can happen in that. I mean, I'm obviously the one who has a job in IT in a class.
That's a low blow.
Max thinks that you can put together USB and HDMI. Max thinks that you can put it in the HDMI out on a flash drive. It's just not gonna happen, Max. Also, another reason why they still have CDs is just portability.
Yeah.
It's just nice and flat.
And you can use them to
Stuff
make.
in
No, you
the
can use them for the
USB is a
wheels
lot
on those
smaller.
mousetrap cars. Remember that, Corey? Remember Design Tech? Mousetrap cars with the CDs for the
I
wheels.
do.
Those are good times.
That's a
You
weird
use
class.
CDs for wheels?
Oh my God, yes. You know how fast those things went, Corey.
Not very. Did you guys ever do the like magnet thing where it like hovers above the track, then you can like push it?
What?
It's like those trains with magnets, so they hover above the track and they stay in place with the walls. And then you can like push it down the track really super fast. You guys, because there's no drag.
No, we didn't.
Oh, maybe that was
do this.
What were you
that was
putting-
7th grade design tech.
What the?
What were you
no.
putting CD wheels on?
You weren't in my class, I remember that.
No, I was with.
What were you
dumbasses.
putting
I
CD
did all the
wheels
work.
on?
Just little wooden cars.
Little
with
wheels on little
rubber
mouse
bands.
straps.
And they like pull the rubber band and spin it really fast.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
So why didn't the wheels work good?
No,
They did work.
they worked fine.
Oh.
It was a little
Cars.
thing run by rubber bands, so
You should have bought some better rubber bands.
they went at a decent speed, but you can't expect 40 miles per hour.
Shelby's got to be in the movie.
Dude, in 4th grade, we made those cars out of rubber band and connects or whatever that is.
It's probably the same deal.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, and we
Did
had
we
like
use,
races.
like, wood?
We used wood.
That was intense, and we had races. That was great. It was classic.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. So I got the camera. We're gonna make a movie.
Yeah.
It can't be more than 29 minutes. 'Cause that's
Shut
all,
up.
That's all it holds. I mean, if we could put an HDMI on the USB.
Oh my
And
god.
all our problems would be solved.
You're not using the same cables that we have today.
I know.
You're
It's
trying to create a new cable.
It's just not possible though.
You could have separate portions of the cable. Like inside the top could be a
So it's
USB.
becoming 2 cables now.
The
So
bottom
then it's
could
just a
be-
bunch of them taped together. What's
So?
You just
So
said it
when you
wasn't
do
a bunch
this
of them
thing-
taped together.
No, not like you're just taping them together.
But it would be just plastic around a bunch.
Okay,
of
Corbin.
I'm telling you, that wouldn't work. I'd just get. And you need like 10 of those if you want to be doing different stuff at the same time. And that'd be expensive. Just bad idea.
And you're not
He's not.
And you're not really supposed to have like 2 cables inside of one. You're creating one cable that you convert everything into, and then use that and send it. So
You can't convert everything into that though.
it's possible.
Maybe he's
Who
trying.
is that?
Maybe Max is saying it's converting it into that.
Into a new type of signal.
No. The new type of signal is what it is in, and it converts it into the original. type
Yeah,
of
and it
signal.
can convert. So if it's like it would convert it from the HDMI into the new type of signal, and then the new type of signal back into the HDMI,
Why would you do that?
Yeah. What I just.
or the
I just wanna-
HDMI into the new type of signal.
Wouldn't I just
and then
want to
it
leave
can
it
just
into
run on
the
that new
signal
type
it
of
is?
signal.
Importing it?
But you can only do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
And it's a pointless idea.
Well, you can't run 2 things on a USB cable at once.
No, but you can with an HDMI cable and a USB cable at once.
Boom.
Well, yeah, but then why don't you get 2 of the new cables? It's the same thing.
Because they don't
That's
exist.
2 times the price.
Not necessarily.
Not
If you're
Okay,
creating a
necessarily.
new cable that runs off a new signal, it would cost just as much as an HDMI cable.
No, it wouldn't. You'd have to have 2 transformers on it.
No, we're creating a new signal.
Yeah, you'd need a transformer for that.
How many
And then
transformers does an HDMI have?
0. It's just straight copper.
Yeah, the computer is what's doing the converting, not the cable.
Then we'd have to change everything on computers,
Yeah, that's true.
You just have to put a new outlet on it.
which means a new motherboard.
Not like they haven't done it before.
No, you can do it, but that would just cost everyone a couple $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just slowly upgrades over time. It's not like one day everybody has to go out and buy a new motherboard.
Then how would you
how
slowly
do you-
update to a super
how do you
cable?
think HDMI became popular?
It didn't.
Like people just went out and bought new motherboards, and
It's not
Cut a
really
hole and-
popular for computers, actually.
I know,
It's slower than the RGIs.
I know, but still, computers have them.
Well, no, they usually have an option for that, but it's not like you would only use that if you wanted to put it on a TV.
Boom.
That's for a high definition TV viewing.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
I
for
know.
like if you want to use a monitor.
I know.
What are you talking about? That?
This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
You're really loving down on Shelby over there.
Hey. She's a lady.
It's a stuffed animal, by the way.
Her name's Shelby. She doesn't like to be talked about like that.
Are you filming?
No.
Have you been filming?
No, not at all.
Have we been recording?
I don't know. Why is it shut off? Oh yeah, we still are. I guess it can record while it's off. While it's down asleep. So, explain to me this Lent thing. Why?
Jesus
You
starved for 40 days in the desert, and hence you're supposed to
give up.
sacrifice something for 40 days,
Was that the 40 days when Noah's Ark was all?
No. That's the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
never opened the Bible.
This is just 40 days that Jesus starved in the desert.
This is all Jesus. It's a big Jesus
and
thing.
So, was he lost?
So, no, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Actually, I
That
think he
kinda
probably.
sucks.
I think he probably was. But anyway, so Lent's like 40 days,
Is
but
it
it
like-
does. For some reason, the 40 days of Lent doesn't include the weekends, so that makes Lent about like 55 days.
Yeah. It just doesn't.
So
it just
you
keeps
can eat
going.
meat on the weekends.
No, but
No,
it still
no.
applies. But for Catholics can't eat meat on Fridays.
It's just Fridays.
During
Corey.
Lent.
Corey, it's just Fridays.
So then, if you, you like pick other things if you want, like how Kevin picked no soft drinks?
Yeah, no,
Or
you
did-
have
You're supposed to give up.
you
You're
have
supposed to
to
sacrifice
pick-
something throughout the entire Lent.
Yeah,
Everything,
okay.
all 40 days.
Okay.
And then you just can't eat meat on Fridays.
on
Just
Fridays.
just
if
a little
you're
bonus
Catholic.
thing.
Just
Little
nice.
bonus thing.
Yeah.
What if? So. Okay,
And even though the weekends are counted in the 40 days, you still can't.
You still can't drink.
You still can't drink pop on
then
those
why aren't
days.
they counted? I don't understand.
Because
I
the
don't
Catholic
know.
Did
Church
Jesus
makes
get
a
the
lot of...
weekends off in the desert?
No, I don't know.
Well, we weren't there. We can't really say he didn't. But
I don't
according
know.
to
I
the
don't know why they
gospel,
do it like
or
that.
the
but
three
they
gospels
do.
included in the Bible. doesn't
And I don't know why we
specify.
can't eat meat on
Yes.
Fridays either. But I think it's just a general sacrifice thing.
Yeah.
I think whoever created the tradition ate a lot of meat, and that was their way of sacrificing meat on one day of the week and saying that we're sacrificing ourselves to God so much that we're not going to eat our primary source of which must have been meat or whatever.
That's ridiculous. When did this start?
Well,
was this start after Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
Fat Tuesday?
Yes, Mardi Gras is the
Fat
beginning of it.
Tuesday,
Yeah,
and then
that's the
what,
day
Ash
before. That's why
Wednesday?
everyone just
Ash
eats
Wednesday?
a lot. Ash Wednesday is the beginning of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
Fat
first
Tuesday is when you're supposed to pick out
That's
on
when
what
you
you're
purge,
giving out for
and
Lent.
then-
day. Right, sure.
Boom, it's gone.
So
no
did you just
punchkis.
drink a 2 liter that day?
Basically.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So when does this end? Like
Easter.
mid-April?
Easter.
East-
It ends
Easter
the
It
Day?
ends Easter.
It ends.
Yeah.
It ends the.
So the 8th, is that right?
No, it ends before. It's. I forget
Easter's the
date.
8th, I know that. Because
It-
it's the week after my
There's like I
birthday.
think it's like sundown or the mass the Friday before Easter. There's a specific time
Mm.
where it does end. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, but I don't
But-
think. No, the Catholic Church doesn't have anything like the Jews and the Chaldeans where it's like sunset to
No, it's not
sundown.
like sunset or sundown.
They don't have any of those
No
holidays.
fasting?
No fasting.
Only
We like to
slowing.
eat. You know, we just say no meat, so you just eat a lot of fish.
During
We don't fast.
When you guys had like 4th hour and all the Chaldeans left that, and
Yeah.
when an
They went
lunch
to
at, like,
every
noon or
lunch.
something?
And they took my seat.
Really?
And, yeah.
I always went just for like
Oh my
that
god.
that
bro.
half a third lunch or something.
So many Chaldeans. Bro.
Dude, my entire
New topic. Why are there only
No,
Chaldeans in
no.
Michigan? Huh? What the fuck are they doing here?
Because why would they separate themselves from other
In my
Chaldeans?
Spanish
But
class about
why
10
does it
people
have to
left.
be here?
I don't know.
What here is so
Detroit.
similar to the desert?
Detroit?
Why
Oh
not?
no, not that. That's not similar.
It's like
Well, how is
asking-
Detroit
it's
like the desert?
Asking,
It's very diverse. from
that's
the
like asking
industrial.
why do the Muslims live in Dearborn? They
Another
just
question.
do.
Why are the Muslims here? Huh? Answer that.
And
You
really,
sound, you sound angry.
first of all,
No, I don't care about them. I'm
there's
just
not-
trying to make good radio.
We
Doesn't
might
piss
have
me
to-
off.
Chaldeans.
We might need to either go downstairs or just be quiet.
Let's make this video. Come on.
What are we gonna make it
We'll improv.
We need a topic first.
We're playing poker. I pull out a gun.
I don't have a gun or a poker set.
You don't have a set of cards?
We could have like stacks of coins, but like pennies and dimes.
The funny,
We're playing life.
the interesting thing about Chaldeans is like, if you had like a large Muslim population, like in World Lake, and you went to other areas, you could be like, yeah, we have a large Muslim population, but you go to other areas, like almost anywhere in the United States, you can't say that.
No.
You can't tell people you have a large Chaldean population. You have to describe what a Chaldean is.
Most people don't know what a
Catholic
Chaldean is.
Iraqi. Because there's like very few, and they live here. It's not like
I
Muslims.
just say the people that kind of want to be on Jersey Shore.
They're like half Jersey Shore.
They're like Arabics that want to be on Jersey Shore.
But at the same time, they're
but they're
more than
Catholic.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah, they're more, but in a different way.
Yeah.
They're from Iraq. They're Catholic, and they want to be on Jersey Shore. They wear a lot of North Faces.
Oh
They
my
wear
God.
North
They
Faces.
mostly wear black clothes, or like all black with one like light green or light pink.
Just like
Or
the
light blue. Or light
just-
blue.
Just
Or
like
light
the
blue.
Mexicans, they wear rosaries.
I don't even know what that
Yeah.
is.
I don't know why people wear rosaries.
What's a rosary?
It's this big thing. You
it's,
pray with Hail Marys and Our Fathers. It's just a bunch of beads. You'd
No,
recognize
Oh,
it.
the like
You'd recognize
with the
it.
cross on it?
Yeah,
okay.
cross and beads. They're not really. Well, I guess they
They're
were
not-
necklaces, but now you're not supposed to use them as necklaces.
It's not a
Or if you
necklace.
put on like a wristband or something.
No.
No. It's you're supposed to pray with it. The beads, there's two different beads, and they represent the Our Father and the Hail Mary. And you go through
Hail
the
Mary is a football player.
and you go through the whole.
True.
You go through the whole. But
You're
originally,
just sneezing
I
constantly.
can't stop it. You
originally
fucking can't.
it was designed as a necklace for whatever purpose as a and then when people stopped wearing the rosaries, it turned into strictly just a praying thing, and then people wear them again. So
That's cool.
Oh.
So how was Jesus born if Mary wasn't? I mean, was what a
that's
virgin?
the beauty of it.
That seems just impossible.
That's why it's-
he's God.
That's
you
why
know?
it's about faith and it's religion. Corey.
Yeah.
Who's the dead? John or something?
John,
Joseph.
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 Joseph raised him as a human
Joseph,
father.
yeah, okay.
Joseph of Nazareth.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Did you guys see Ben-Hur?
No.
Oh my god.
A
One of the
movie?
greatest movies of all time.
What is it?
Ben-Hur.
Are you recording this under voice memo?
Yeah.
It's Charlton
I've
Heston
never
stars
used
in it.
voice memo.
Charlton Heston
Book
stars.
of Eli,
It's
great
about-
movie.
It's the
Baklava.
life of this
Baklava?
Jewish
I don't
guy
know. I don't know
during
what
the
that
time
is.
of
It's
Christ.
a food. It's a
And it's just
Mediterranean
like
dish.
one of the greatest movies
You know,
ever
I'm
made.
not very like.
And there's this
ethnic
huge chariot
or,
scene like at the very end of the film,
religious.
and it just gets
whatsoever.
extremely intense.
Baklava.
You guys aren't listening to me right now.
But I thought baklava
You're
was
not
like a
even paying
headdress.
attention to me.
No.
What's
You
the?
son of a bitch?
What's the?
Oh,
thing
now you
that's
want
like
to
a headdress?
What? For
well,
what?
You're not talking about turban.
No.
So you're probably talking about
Yarmulke.
No, what's in the Islam's
Okay.
where
I
they
have
wear
no
a
idea. I
sheet?
I
something
know
with
nothing
an S.
about Islamic culture.
And India too.
Let's start with the B though. What did Miss Chuba wear in the civics?
That was like something with an S. Oh, you know what? No, they
That's
like
a burqa.
burqa. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm thinking of.
What's the one with the S? I don't know.
Slave.
Shurugum. I don't even know what that means, but Frost says it all the time now. What does it mean?
My
When the
bad.
fridge turns on, the lights
Essentially.
flicker a little bit because it's taking more power.
What does Shurugum mean?
What Max doesn't know.
Was it as to me a lie is excuse me, right?
Yeah, but Shurugum, what does that mean?
It means jeez, what does it mean?
What did she say?
I think it's like my bad.
She says Shurugum.
Should have good.
I don't
So did you finish a whole short story by H.B. What's his name?
I finished too.
Really?
Yeah.
How were they?
HP's awesome, dude. You should
one.
read it.
I mean, not read
I've
one.
read most of them, but
Explain the first one to me.
Dagon?
Yeah, just a short summary.
Short summary? Okay. So, like, there's a lot of reoccurring, like, actions. Like, they're not all super original stories.
Okay.
but they're cool. And it's not like a first-person narrative, like flashing back over what happened.
Sure.
Okay, and basically, the guy, he's on this boat, and then he gets attacked by German warships.
What's the time?
They're all timed,
What's
like
the
1940s.
1940s? Okay.
Some 1920s, I can't remember.
They got some technology, but
Yeah.
obviously not modern.
Not a lot. Okay, and he's like in this warship, and then he gets attacked, and he gets on the ship, and he's like swimming out to sea. Okay, he's alone on the ship, sailing off, right? Then he's like, he doesn't know where he is, and he thinks he's a little bit below the equator. But then all of a sudden, he runs up in this piece of land that's nowhere on the map ever, because that's what always happens in H.P. Lovecraft stories. Just land shows up out of the center of the earth. Okay, and then it's like slush and goo, and he's like stepping through it, and he doesn't know what to do, and he just keeps walking and walking and walking. Actually, the first story wasn't a very good one, but he just keeps going, and then it's just he sees ancient ruins of a city, and then finally finds this giant monolith in the middle, like a shrine with a bunch of ancient hieroglyphics on it, or like fish creatures on it, and then he realized that there are carvings of gods because they were next to whales, and they were huge. They were killing them.
Like dead whales?
Yeah, like dead whales. Like the gods were hunting the whales. Like this, it was a religious. And then he's like, and then all of a sudden, he sees this fish creature basically, and it screams at him, and it's all scaly, and it's kind of human resemblant. And then the guy just freaks out and runs away, and that's basically the story.
That's strange.
Kind of lame. That's not the good one. The good one, Corey, you gotta read Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu is badass.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's the best.
I think Jimmy was talking about that.
That's the badass one.
Is that Jimmy's bookmark? Like, which one?
Yeah, I didn't touch anything here. This is.
I was gonna say if he like finished it, you can totally take it.
Yeah,
you can probably take it.
He's got it in the middle. The rats and the walls. I don't know if
I
it's
don't think he's
bookmark
got that for a long time. Like
explanatory notes. No, I don't need it. All his books, all his stories are. Stutter. All his stories are public domain. I read them off the computer.
So I would like to bring up in the next topic.
So Corey, wait. Just first off, you need to read Call of Cthulhu. It's only a few. It's not too long. It's like 20 pages.
Oh, I thought it was like 100.
No, the big ones.
Let me see that.
There's another. There's one of his novels is in there, but it's not the good one.
Okay.
The good novel is At the Mountains of Madness.
So we were having a
Never heard that one
conversation in English. I don't know, yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
And Mr. Shaw, he's talking to us, and he said, "We're in the modern era." That's what they call it now.
That's what they call it.
Yeah, we're in the modern era. But doesn't that mean like the newest era? So he was thinking, what comes after modern? And that's postmodern.
Right.
And he was thinking, well, he wasn't really thinking this, but he said, some people think that we're gonna slip back into like less technology, more like the 1800s, because
Like
we're just gonna get so gonna have so much of it, we're just gonna get sick of it and realize we don't really want like all these phones and TVs around us all the time.
No.
I don't
Here's what's gonna happen. 1984. George Orwell.
That's the idea.
Eurasia, one continent, dictatorship. Okay. Middle class is to be destroyed. Everyone's gonna be lower class, poverty stricken. Okay. 1984. That's what's gonna happen, guys.
No, for the record, I didn't agree or disagree with what he said.
Of course.
I just thought it was a very interesting point.
Interesting.
And
there's
a conversation
people
started
don't
for sure.
people don't believe that because they think we're not gonna want it anymore. They think there's gonna be like
aliens.
No, like power grid problems and
or
sunspots?
it will just
what's
replace
the other-
humans
what's the
entirely,
other thing
and
I was
there'll be no
thinking of?
jobs.
They do think we could lose just a ton of technology by sunspots.
Yeah, and we're just gonna have like a major crash.
Mm-hmm.
Back on the alien topic.
Extraterrestrials,
that's the other
real
thing
or
I was thinking
unreal?
of. Corey,
Oil.
go.
You take
Real, but not intelligent.
Not intelligent? You do believe in extraterrestrial life, but nothing like orbiting the planet as we speak.
Nothing like planning to attack us, green skin, giant heads, or anything.
Not necessarily planning to attack us, but do you think that interplanetary travel
Well,
has been made
I
by
think
them.
since the universe is infinite, not the mass, but I think definitely at some point there will be other organisms. Maybe
But the
not
question
right
is
now.
right now.
Right now, that's really just
Right
impossible
now, I
to say.
think there's other.
Okay, good
I
answer,
would like
Corey.
to believe that there is something, but
Corey, have
It's
you
hard to
read
say.
Chariots of the Gods?
no.
Very interesting book on the extraterrestrial life, especially affecting men prehistoric times.
Have you ever read the short story by Ray Bradbury? They're made out of meat.
Which one's that?
Great story.
Was that in the book?
Is there stuff made out of meat?
Was that in the stupid book?
It's
that
these
made me read
aliens,
or
and they're talking to each other. Well, they're not really talking to each other. It's kind of like telepathy or something.
Right.
And they're like, we found this new planet, and then they're like, yeah, we took, and they're like, and all the creatures are made out of meat. And we
That's
captured
strange.
one, and we probed them through, and
Probe?
they're meat all the
Like-
way through.
Like through the
That's what probe means.
And they
Venus?
talk.
Yeah.
And they talk by moving air
like
out
not
of their
through the
meat.
mouth or any.
They talk by moving their air out of the meat,
So
and
how
the
do they,
whole
like,
time they're
defecate?
describing. The whole time they're describing humans. They're made out of meat. They talk by moving.
Was this like at the end you're supposed to realize they're aliens talking about humans? Like there's a big
Yeah,
twist?
yeah.
Oh, so you ruined it in the
It's-
beginning for me. Is that what
So
you're
I
saying?
guess I'm not gonna read that book.
Yeah, there goes that
It's not a
story.
book. It's a short story. It's like
I
one
guess
page
it's
long.
out the
It
windows
doesn't matter.
now, so-
Not gonna happen.
What's the other one? Oh, the
Thanks,
butterfly.
thanks,
The butterfly.
The Rocket Man.
Yeah. No, not the Rocket Man. The,
I don't like Ray Bradbury. I like Philip K. Dick a lot better.
oh,
Dick.
Dick.
Have you shut up. Have you ever read him?
No.
Oh, he's really sweet.
oh, it's the one.
Bradbury's pretty good.
The Bradbury.
No, Bradbury's
story.
shit compared to Dick, Corey. You don't understand how
Compared to
awesome
Dick.
Dick is.
It's like they go back into the past, like dinosaur age, and then one person falls off the the floating sidewalk or whatever, and then they get back on, and then they go back into a future, and a different guy had won the election, and it was like a dictatorship.
Oh, it's like
and
the
I was
butterfly effect.
yeah.
It's like that movie with
Ashton Kutcher?
yeah.
Did you see that movie?
I saw it. Yeah.
There's a
I
butterfly
I didn't see it
effect, too.
until like last year, and I had
Yeah,
to
I
go
only
to
saw it,
Sweden
like,
to get it.
2 years ago. It's pretty
But the problem with the butterfly effect is
Is
death. It's
It was
like
kinda-
if you're
It's kind
talking
of a
like
stupid
dinosaur era, you're like, it would affect it so much that it wouldn't even resemble modern day, you know?
I don't find Ashton Kutcher a good actor, so I didn't really like the movie.
No, not at all.
I mean, he was better then than he is
But
now,
all
I
the
feel.
movies about the butterfly effect are like, they go back and then they like kill a butterfly and then they come back and like a different person had won the election. Like,
Yeah.
really with a butterfly effect that far back, like these people would have never been born. Society would have never been the way it was.
Maybe-
There would have never been dark ages.
Or it
and-
would have had no effect on anything.
Maybe that butterfly was gonna land on someone's cheek, put a sparkle in their eye, look over, meet the man of their dreams, have a baby, boom.
Shut the fuck up, Corey.
What a big, what a boom.
A new human. And I believe a human can change a lot in his or her lifetime.
You believe a lot in humans, don't you?
However,
believe
if
they
we
can do
discovered, if we,
I mean, if they really put their mind to it.
if we had ever had a butterfly problem, where the butterflies were trying to take over the world,
I highly
we
doubt
could go
butterflies
back
would be
and
the
kill
creature
one
to take over the
butterfly.
world.
Okay, here's something. You guys might have heard of this before. It's from a poem,
It's
but I
called
don't know.
string theory.
No,
Look
it's
that
not
up.
string theory.
Oh.
I think it was from a poem or a short
Two
story. I
paths
haven't
diverge in the
haven't
woods.
read in years.
I take the one less
I don't
trotted
know.
by.
No,
and
not
it
not
made
that.
all the
No,
difference.
shut up,
One
Max.
flew east, one flew
We
west.
can't all talk at the same
One
time.
flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Okay, are we done?
Four
I'm
scores and 7 years ago.
Four score. It's just four score.
What's
Our
off?
forefathers
What
brought
light
forth in
around-
this nation.
I'm
You're
going to
the
wait
window
until you
breaks.
guys are done.
Wisconsin.
I'd like
Juliet,
to.
I am the
New
moon and
nation.
Juliet is
Hold
the
on,
sun.
I'm forgetting what I was going to
In
say.
fair
Poem.
Verona, where we lay our seed.
Yeah, but I forget which poem now.
I can
Okay,
recite
you
poems.
guys can keep talking. I'm just
In
gonna
fair Verona,
think.
where we lay our seed.
Sit up all night, drinking.
From two
smoking.
foes
Count the
breaks
bodies and wait for morning.
today.
Okay, I
Will
got
more
it. I got
names and
it.
faces ever come again? Will the silver forest end?
Okay,
Jim Morrison,
so there's this
American poet.
there's this butterfly in a cocoon. Which, by the way, about last week, I was sitting in my bed trying to fall asleep. It was maybe 1 in the morning on a nice Tuesday night. But anyway,
All you could think about was a human centipede.
For some reason, it was just amazing that a butterfly comes from a caterpillar.
Yes, you never thought about that.
It's like, no, I knew that, definitely.
But
I never really, wow, that's beauty coming from a little...
You're kind of slow, Corbin.
Anyway, okay, so... so the thing is...
You're kind of a little late on life here.
Damn it.
Oh, God.
Do you need help? Do we need to call someone, Kevin? Do we need to call someone?
No. Motherfucker.
Okay, so...
Corey, we missed it. We missed it.
Damn it. Okay,
What
so...
are we gonna do now?
This man's walking through the woods.
Yeah.
He stumbles upon a cocoon
Oh God.
of a butterfly in a cocoon.
Oh, good, because I thought it was gonna be a cocoon.
And he can
a caterpillar.
no, it's
Come
actually a
on.
moth. Hate to break it to you. I remember now. It's a moth. I
So
believe.
big chrysalis.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Dummy.
I don't remember my kindergarten
What are you,
science.
stupid?
No, moth
So-
does cocoon. Caterpillar does chrysalis.
I meant moth.
No.
Yes.
A caterpillar does a cocoon.
It doesn't matter. Okay, so this
Pretty sure
this guy comes
caterpillar does
across,
cocoon.
and he's like taking a nature hike or something, and he sees this caterpillar.
Did we get that?
I hope not. I mean, not caterpillar, but moth, and it's like
Mothman.
it's just breaking through its cocoon. Of
Have you ever seen
chrysalis or
Mothman?
whatever.
Corey.
No,
He lurks in the
and
night.
it's really struggling. It's
He's a
really
crusader.
trying to get out,
He
and
goes
the
around
man
and
has
kills
shut
people
up.
with his bare
Matt, shut
moth hands.
Shut up. Oh, I was about to
Okay,
spill your pop.
okay,
Because
so.
that's who he is. He's a moth
So this man sees this moth really struggling to get out of its little shell, and it's just having a hard time. So he has a knife. He can just slice the little cocoon open and let it free.
Yeah.
But he realizes if he does that, it's gonna die, because it won't be strong enough to survive if it can't get out of its cocoon. So he sits there and he watches it, and eventually it gets out, and it's probably gonna survive.
You know what the better ending to
'Cause
that would have been?
Because it
It
gets
was
stronger.
struggled and died.
That would kind of ruin. Like he should have just done that anyway then.
That reminds me of another
No.
terrible.
No, because that would have shown.
And that was just.
You don't make it
that
in this
just
world.
really struck on me.
That reminds me
done.
of another
You got-
terrible Nicolas
about-
Cage movie.
Okay, guys, I'm a playwright. I got the idea for a movie.
The
Okay.
Wicker Man. Terrible
Never-
movie.
never
I didn't
saw
see it.
Involving Nicolas
How
Cage.
many movies and books have one of us read and the other two either never seen or never even heard of?
7.
I've probably done a lot more than you guys.
7
Because I like obscure things.
I like TV shows more than movies.
I'm not a big TV
Because
guy.
I can't really pay attention for more than about an hour.
But the thing is, like, the TV show...
I don't watch TV, I just watch it off my computer.
So, like, you always gotta be updated.
No, I just pick a show that has like 6 or 7 seasons and download all of them and then watch them.
Just have a big marathon.
Yeah,
That's
like
the way to do it.
Lost I watched in about a month.
Did you really?
Like 7 episodes a day, and they're like 42-minute episodes.
You know, I've never really seen Lost.
So Max is gonna go to bed.
I'm tired of listening to both you bullshits.
Maybe we should have our energy drinks.
Let's have our energy drinks.
Okay.
Then let's do the movie.
No, Kevin, yours is cheating. You can't have yours.
No, I think
I don't think it's
I
right
think
in
it's
the
really
eyes
up
of
to
God.
Kevin.
I don't think I trust your judgment.
No, if
You're
it was
not
up to
my
me,
savior.
I would definitely have it because I think it tastes good, and I would do.
Yeah, but
that.
you also like men, so...
I support gay rights.
You're the one holding a floppy.
If he wants to get married, he can.
By the way, I never learned what that was.
Never know what one.
Someone said
stop it.
floppy earlier. No, it's still recording.
Okay.
Someone said floppy, but it wasn't used like a computer
He's
term.
used like a drug term.
Like, does that mean drugs, or is it some
Look
kind
it
of
up on
sexual
Urban
thing?
Dictionary.
Do Urban
That's-
Dictionary right now.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Is this still recording?
Hey,
Yeah, it's
let
still
that
going.
person in.
Yeah, someone's knocking on the window.
I don't want to turn around.
Okay, so how...
Corey, look over my shoulder. Is there something at the window? Corey, is there?
No, that's just the tree.
Oh my god. No, Corey, seriously, HP. HP's awesome.
Harry Potter?
No. Okay,
Hewlett Packard? Where am I going? Urban.
Henrik Patrick
Dictionary.
Lovecraft.
Okay, so we've been going for 45 minutes and 29 seconds.
I think it's pretty good.
What are we gonna do with this?
You gonna put it?
Should I
You gonna
publish
put it on
it?
my flash drive?
Should I put it on iTunes?
Yeah, put it on iTunes. Why not?
Actually, I think I need like an account and a
I think you do
PayPal
need
and
an
everything.
account.
I have an account, but
But like, you need to like register.
I would make it free, obviously, because this is
Yeah.
just a bunch of horse shit.
We should do this. We should have a weekly podcast, guys.
We should have like
We could talk about
More than that.
socioeconomic.
We
Like
should have
maybe I can cut it into like 15-minute segments because no one really wants to listen to us for more than 13 seconds.
15.
And then I can just put one up like daily. But like every week we just record 2 hours.
Every time we shift subjects.
And one of us, probably Kevin, or maybe just I can help Kevin with it if he can't do it. We need to make a jingle.
Oh, we can do the jingle. You and me,
Like
Corey.
I'm not really
still
sure how to
recording,
do it. Yeah, we're still going. Actually, I need to look
We
this
can
up.
do it, Corey.
What was it, floppy?
Yeah,
Maybe it was just like an adjective to describe.
What is wrong with this game?
That's the best game ever.
Is he
There's only
playing-
6 levels
Is he
though.
playing it? Is he playing it, Corey?
Yeah, that's.
Okay, so
So it says a type of computer disk, often 3.5 inches. I have a floppy in my pocket. What did you say? I meant a floppy disk, you linear-minded bleep. Oh, here's also one. When one cannot get heard when a girl is trying to give said man a blowjob. Okay, so that was what I thought it was.
Yeah.
We might have to cut that out. I don't know if we're gonna make this like.
Corey, right here, Call of Cthulhu. It's 30 pages.
Yeah, it's
Check it out. That's the good one.
I'll probably read it.
Yeah.
Although I have a lot of AP to read.
There's like 3 different stories in one.
Let's be honest, guys. This isn't a family program.
Yeah, I might have to put. I'm gonna have to put the explicit rating on it.
We could bleep it.
But that's so much work.
No, it's
'cause
not. No, we just gotta listen to
Max
it.
will
and hit
just
the
be
button.
like penis, 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 penis all the time. Would I need to bleep penis?
Yeah, we'd have to bleep it.
I'd have to look up words that I need
You
to bleep.
saying it right now.
What about
would have
floppy?
to Cause me a penis.
You know, what about
But
floppy?
floppy's slang. It's different.
Maybe. Well,
What
I
if
mean,
I said cunt?
You can't say piss either.
Cunt.
You can't say piss?
The FCC.
I gotta take a piss.
Ah, fuck
Yeah,
it. We're
give-
doing explicit.
Give me that cup over there, would you?
You're not allowed
Thanks.
to say
Just
piss
gonna-
on TV.
Just gonna. Zzz.
Well,
I hope we have like millions of. What do we call them? Visitors? No, viewers.
Viewers.
Listeners.
listeners.
We
Yeah, 'cause
could.
we're a radio
maybe
show.
we can get on to
We're
NPR.
KCM.
KCM in the morning.
KCM in the morning.
KCM at like 3 o'clock in the morning. 4. It's 4 o'clock already?
Motherfucker.
We haven't even had our energy drink.
We haven't even made the movie. We need to make the movie.
I'm not even tired.
No. Guys, I'm feeling all-nighter.
Dude, yeah, probably. But we need to have a plot. To make a
When I
movie.
told my mom...
At
Oh,
least an idea.
I'm sorry it took me a while to get your text message because when I got home I crashed for an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah, I don't... That's why you're up. Look at this guy. He's failing. I can really, set my mind.
I'm like, Mom, spend the night at Corey. She's like, yeah, that's cool, because Caitlin has a softball tournament tomorrow, so, like, we're going to be gone from, like, 8 a.m. to, like, 4 o'clock, and I'm going to be like, yeah, I'll be getting up around that time, so I'll be all cool. And she's like, I know you will, that's why this is working out great.
Oh, I see. So you're going to be going home and waking up at 5 p.m.
Yeah. I'll be
That's
waking
very
up at
funny.
5 p.m.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Do you guys want to entertain while maybe I should pause it?
No,
I was going to see if I can actually do it on iTunes. You just bring it over here.
Let's just bring it. Come on.
I'll probably do it on my laptop when I actually get around to it. Although I don't have iTunes. Yeah, you should probably say that a little bit wider.
We need to drop.
Yeah, I'm just going to talk loud.
That's a pretty sweet background.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, that's the same planet.
I haven't been on here.
That's not Earth.
No, this is just an artistic representation of something. I haven't been onto this computer in weeks.
Is this the touchscreen one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it doesn't work great. It works out.
I gotta hit the bathroom, so make sure the viewers don't like it.
Okay. Well, I kind of do too, but I'm just gonna hold it for the viewers, listeners.
Don't hold it over the speaker. Receiver. I
No.
don't know what you call it. The mic.
Yeah, the mic. So I'm going on the iTunes store right now. I'm gonna try to figure out if I can put these on, no matter how terrible they are. Let's see, podcasts, and hopefully this this audio file will work as well. Might have to, convert it. Submit a podcast. There we go. Alright, okay.
Where are you submitting it to?
iTunes store.
Why?
I'm just seeing if I can, really. It's not done. It's still. Podcast feed URL. Please provide the link to the podcast RSS feed that you would like to consider adding to the iTunes store. Okay. I need to find an RSS feed that I can upload it to online. Yeah, okay, that's not a bad thing. Wow, okay, that's good. Yeah. Other video? No, don't need that. Okay, I'm gonna have to Google this one. And hopefully I can get it going here for iTunes podcast. There we go. Feed Flipper. That sounds fun. Okay. I'm bad at talking by myself.
So what are we doing?
What was that? I can submit one, but I need a podcast feed URL, so I'm trying to find one of those.
How do we get one of those?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Do we have to be certified?
No.
I thought not, because you ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No.
Well, one episode they were like, "This is great. This banter right here. This is a show. This is a podcast. I'd listen to this. This is intelligent
Are
shit."
you sure that wasn't Flight of the Conchord?
No, because then what happened was they're like, "Yeah," and then they got a laptop and they actually got a podcast going, and then got totally out of hand. It was just turned into them saying a bunch of bullshit, and it was funny as hell. And it was
Add
great.
your podcast. Oh, okay.
What?
That doesn't look like a good website to me.
Podcasting for iTunes tutorial. You think iTunes would have its own tutorial?
They had a frequently asked questions, but that was just for downloading them.
That's
Where was it?
wait. Add podcast to iTunes tutorial.
We should probably cut this part out because this is just retarded. Copy and paste RSS. If you don't have a podcast stuff. Oh, okay. Okay.
Is it too complex or?
No, I think I could do it. Max, would you like to come back into the conversation? Max has a problem with having a hot head sometimes, and
Go fuck yourself.
Max is
just a little grumpy right now.
He just feels uncomfortable in most social situations. It's an understandable condition, but I don't see how it's possible.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this.
Whoa.
I mean, you can talk by yourself or with Max, but I need to
No.
kind of
pause
do
it.
some technical
Pause it.
work. Okay, I'm just